Hello guys, today we got another high-level 8v8 game. I think this is another Disnoff feature. I think he's streaming right now. I just checked and I saw it was live, and I'm like, alright. So we do have a streamer here, okay? Ooh, lots of random stuff on the screen here, so much text. Alright, this is a high-level 8v8 live cast game on glitters, all that glitters. This map did have a balance change. I don't think I have done a recent live cast on this map since the balance change. This area of the map was cleaned up and it was made symmetrical. I feel like it's not entirely symmetrical because these like entrances are a little asymmetrical still, and these like mountains are also slightly asymmetrical. But more or less, like the difference is fairly close to nothing. So like it doesn't make too much of a difference now. It's pretty much a balanced map. You might say that the advantage comes from being on the bottom, just because the way your camera is oriented favors bottom players usually, bottom side usually. That's what I know of from other like top-down games. Is that usually you want to fight from bottom up instead of top down. Just RTS third-person camera things. Yeah, so glitters 8v8 high level. Let's see, the lowest here is 25, so majority of the players here are ranked 30 and above, which is like pretty scary when you're in those lobbies. Your boy, me, has, I have crawled back a little bit of my TS here, so currently I'm sitting at 32. I used to be 34, like barely 34, rounded up 34, but no, took a little bit of a hit with that losing streak a while back, and so we're just gonna take it slow once again. So we're loading in here. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, Glitters has a lot of reclaim on this map now. It's kind of new. Once I select the commander, we can take a look and see how much there is. But there is a decent amount of reclaim now on this map, and it looks like there's a fairly decent amount in the middle here. Like there's all these rocks just everywhere here. They look like gold nuggets, and that's probably why it's called All That Glitters. Yeah, there's 3,000 or so on this map. In the center, it looks like 1,000 or so in the center. So not too bad. Going bots on the front line, maybe not the worst choice, although the vehicles will prove very important because Glitters' front line is very infamous for being very sweaty, and you need those anti-turret options to take down turrets and push with them. 36 spectators in the chat. No wonder I have them muted, because otherwise this this player chat will be like flooded with all the spectators saying things. Oh, I forgot to mention the blue player, Flash, famous individual here, and also Captain Jack Sparrow. Yep, you got two really high rated players here, 42 each. Captain Jack Sparrow has this gold star thing badge. I don't recognize that well. That must mean he's really good at this game. And yeah, I do believe that one of the things I talked about in my map overview is that the mountainsides still do have fewer mexes than the plains, especially if you were to look at this front line, which has like, I mean, look at how many mexes there are in this box compared to like this box. It's a little less on this box here. And if this player in the back takes some, it's not as good. Or like, you know, it just means that the mountainsides have fewer mexes, and so you should be more defensive when you're on here. Or if you're on the plains, you should be more aggressive. Now we have ticks coming out, or rovers. You can't tell from this distance. Our cute little boys here. Look at them jump up and down. Cute little boy. He's smaller than this rock here. Alright, there are multiple players with ticks out. Nah, all ticks, no rovers it seems. Ticks just looking like they're getting scouted. Blue is going in, green, light green is going in. I think, no, that's just regular green. I think this is actually called lime, and this is green. I usually say yellow-green, but this is probably more of a lime color. Tick got cleaned up there. Oh, one did get in the back line here, but also cleaned up. Tick also getting cleaned up here, so not too great for the bottom side. These ticks are kind of deep in here. They're scouted, but they need to be microed. Yeah, both players need to micro those. Dang, uh-oh. Undefended base. Mex is going down. 2 Mexes, I think, are going down here. 1, 2. Oh, engineers are parrying. Nah, it's not enough against the Tick. Tick DPS is too strong. He's a strong boy. Strong little boy. The little Tick that could. The one in the back is harassing the engineer. Engineers do have a lot of HP for Ticks to take down. That's another Mex here, so like 3 Mexes is... Oh, nope. 2 Mexes. The construction turret is actually base defense. It just looks like some more general bot harass here, so let's take a look at the factories. We got bot labs on the left side here, bot lab, vehicle plant, bot lab, and bot lab. So they're level 1 on cool. They have 1 cool guy here. Disnoff, the streamer boy. All right, we got bot lab there, bot lab, tech player there, bot lab, and bot lab. So bottom team is not cool. The top team is very cool. They have more vehicles, more cars that go vroom vroom, and that is very cool to see. Bots, despite how much I like ticks because they're really cute, the vehicles are just more fun to see and play with usually, for me at least. Alright, they're hitting the turret creep section in the game. This is why your vehicles are really good. He does have these shell shockers queued, and he has a Janus for very early on. I tried making them work, but I don't know how to get them to work too well for me. I don't think I use them particularly well. They're too expensive for my taste, maybe. Vehicle lab coming out for green here. Forward vehicle lab. You know what I always say about forward vehicle labs and forward factories? They're always so risky in the early game. This commander can literally run up and degun your commander, and now you're down 700 metal. He might have the idea in his head forming here. Oh, dude, he's doing it. Dude, that is so bad for green, but Pink did lose his commander. Bad for green, but actually good for the bottom team because the fireball commander was right here. So actually, all my predictions are still wrong. That was really good for the bottom side, actually. The pink player getting baited in. Red is nowhere near. That's 4,000 to the bottom side. That is not good, actually. That was really good. If this commander wasn't here and pink had microed his units up here, that would have been amazing. But maybe a momentary lapse in attention is why this happened. It might have been unintentional, actually, because green was the one that degunned. I don't think pink was controlling too well, perhaps. And that is not good for the top side. Captain Jack Sparrow ain't gonna be happy about that. Ooh, we got a lot of pings going up. Oh my god, another comp trade. I did not notice that. Dang, his bottom side looks like they're gonna get both of these commanders. Or all 4 of these commanders at this rate. Flash is already on that body. He's pretty much eaten the entirety of that first commander there. So bottom side up 1 commander, and they're going up 2, 3 commanders here. Not good. The top side getting their really slow engineers up here. Not good. Not good. Very bad for the top side here. Alright, just standard sweaty glitter stuff where you got your rocket bots, anti-turret battles here. Artillery from Disnoff is very slow here. He needs to start microing them as well. Oh my god, there's Januses. 4 kills on one of them, so maybe I should consider this. I will add that, a fine addition to my collection of strategies to consider here. Double Janus opening, okay. I think that's good because usually 1 isn't enough to actually take down a unit, and if you have 2 of them, they can snipe an entire unit. Januses are pretty tanky, actually. 1,000 HP. You don't want to lose one that early, though. Dang, those vehicles are putting in work here, and that forward vehicle factory is in danger. The commander really needs to degun and defend that factory for him. Oh no, that's a lot of damage, and he's positioning. His positioning that prevented the degun. The artillery was in the way, so there was no way that purple wanted to degun that. Artillery is so valuable. That is really bad for the top side. I believe they got those 2 on the left and 1 here, so they're up a commander basically in reclaim. And I would not be surprised if there's a T2 factory. And yes, there is. That is really painful, dude. Why now? I mean, he ate 4 commanders, or his teammate and him got 4 commanders. Like, the left side is really hurting, and they are the plains position. So this pink player doesn't actually have as many mexes, and so he's at 21. Fireball's at 20, but he hasn't taken these mexes. Once he does take these mexes, he will be an advantage. economic advantage for sure. Actually, it went down, so maybe he was reclaiming something. Yeah, but you can see that there is a slight lead now for the bottom side, just on economy alone. Zooming back out here, midline is still really so-so. This commander is really far up, and that is the classic Flash Resbot group running around. I've noticed in his replays he loves microing his Resbots all the time. That commander is dead. That is so dead. 100% dead. Yeah, very bad for the top side. This game is looking to be a mess for the top side here. This push was going decently well, but I think he just needs the critical mass before he can actually go in and get damage. Oh no, that is another commander going to the bottom side, and the Resbots are already on it. Dude! Oh my god, this is just a real messy game for the left side. This entirety of the mid and left side are just broken right now. There is nothing for the left side, basically. For the top side, sorry. Yeah, giant hole, yeah, yep. If you're Disnoff, you would not be happy for this, because you did your job, you're holding, and your left side is just completely dead. Very not fun to deal with. Oh, that Warden is staying alive. Feels bad, man, for the top side. Actually, this Warden is in range, I think. Oh my god, it's a Warden v Warden battle. And that Warden goes down. Just a small win for the top side, but with how bad things are going here, that is so many dead commanders. Oh my god, they're going T2 there. I mean, there's some T2 up there, but I mean, it's maybe it's a little early to tell, but that was a lot of reclaim that went to the bottom side. I mean, still, it's kind of strange. The metal produced is about equal, and I think reclaim is usually incorporated into these values. Still about equal, which is kind of strange. Oh my god, another commander went down for the top side, I believe. How many commanders? They have one commander. That is the last commander. So many commanders are dead. Oh, they're pinging him. They're like, you need to get that commander back. That is the last commander. Fireball is now pushing into this midsection here, creating a bulge. Yeah, the commander is retreating now. Pink is sitting back. I mean, he's defending. But this is a major problem for the top side. Oh my god, I missed this. The bombing run came in and got a lot of damage in, I think. They got at least a T2 mechs most likely there. And they're bombing some of the economy here. Ooh, chain reaction there, nice. That is going to slow the tech players for sure. And there's barely any anti-air. In fact, there's only one right here, and it went down. Those bombers can wipe out purple right now. There's like nothing to stop that. This bombing run is a major saving grace for the top team here. Really, oh my god, that was a lot of windmills for the early game. Really slowing down this lead for the bottom side here. I mean, these bombers are actually kind of early. Like 11 minutes is pretty good for this number of bombers. There was quite a few. Oh my god, T2 Factory goes down as well. I don't think he has enough to kill it. He needs, if you want to like really slow him down, you could kill it, but I think the T2 engineers are already out, so maybe not the best idea. But it does slow his production down, but dang, that was a lot of damage actually. I think that put him at first place for damage actually. Yeah, you can see he's at 136k, 100,000 more than the Fireball who was on the front lines this entire time. That is a lot of damage. Red is showing why he is 42 reigns. That air opening, I noticed it earlier, but I didn't mention it. Oh, something happened up here, I couldn't tell. Dang, this is the one heck of a glitters game right here. Yeah, dogs on the front line. T2 coming out for top. This is quite a turnaround. That was a great EMP. That is 9 fiends in that one EMP right there. Bought a lot of time for his allies to get into position here, the tanks here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of dogs here, so I don't know how well these tanks will do. These tanks need to be microed as well. Hello, you're losing your tanks because you're not microing them. Oh no, it's a disaster. Okay, he's microing them finally, but that was, oh no, dude. That number of fiends should have gone down to that number of tanks. Tanks need to, like, if I had these fiends, they need to go like this and make a firing range, a firing line. Those dogs are getting really deep into the back line here. Heading into the back line. Shuriken's coming out from the tech player in the back here. Mountain tech player. Mountain tech is, in my opinion, sometimes very risky. But Shuriken's coming out. Dogs can't deal with Shurikens, and that will reduce some of the damage being taken. I see a lot of anti-air bots here. Unfortunate for the bottom side. These dogs are still getting decent amount of damage. Decent. Maybe not. The Shurikens are really cleaning up. The pawns are finally on top of the dogs, and dang, this is a strange game. I mean, the mass metal produced is still about the same. Still about the same. Energy is definitely favoring the top side here, so someone up here is ecoing really well. That, and I think the bottom side here was destroyed. Looks like yellow has the double fusion out, and that's probably where the energy is coming from. Also, the lack of fusions on the bottom. There's only one here, but there's 3 up for the top side. What is that? Anti-nuke? Okay. There's a lot of ticks. Our little boys are lined up. Imagine if there's like a T3 unit that is a like a superior version of the tick, and it has like the same cost, but it's like 10 times as tanky or something like that, and it's like, you call it like the ant or something. I don't know. Not the termite's already in, but you call it like some ant or something. And it's like a T3, which is kind of funny to produce. You produce a tiny little thing from the T3 factory. That would be really funny to see. Things have quieted down here. The tick wave is coming in. Tick wave is approaching, fast approaching. Purple in danger. Those ticks are on top of him, and he's dead. A decent number of those tanks went down for the top side, so kind of medium, middle of the road trade right there. The ticks are swarming, and there's more coming, streaming in. Ticks are gonna get deep. Yeah, that's really bad for the bottom side. Actually, the units are just out of position here, and there's not enough. This base is in trouble. Oh my god, takes into the back line. Commander should just... Commander! Oh my god, it's a disaster for the bottom team. That entire base is wiped out with that commander explosion there. Some ticks are still in the back line, but I think they're finally cutting off the reinforcements here. That was a decent amount of damage done just by, like... I don't even know how much that is, like, worth, like... Maybe like 2,000 in ticks or something like that. 2,000, maybe 3,000 in ticks, and that is just so much damage from just a couple ticks. Like, what the heck? So much damage. The backline player is still alive, which is very important for the bottom team, though. Another tick wave, I believe. Nope, there's no AoE here, actually. Not too much. The rockets have a little bit, but against the swarm of ticks, I don't think they do so great. Some slight air battles here. Looks like they are unhappy with the red player's air switch or air opening, and red has already switched out of that, showing why he's also 42 rank. You hit him with something and then you pivot. There's actually one comm on both sides. This pinkish player here, I always forget what color this is. This pinkish player and this light blue player here. These are the last 2 commanders. This is actually kind of a silly game when you think about it, when there's only 1 commander each. Hardly do you ever see games won by commander kills or commander snipes, and not just by, like, destroying all the economy. That commander is going to move up to the front line a little bit too much there. I mean, for my taste, like, if I had this, I would just move it back, because you still don't want it sniped. Still very quiet. We got a few fiends going in here. The tanks are in a better, like, line here, and so those guys are gonna run away. That is some tick swarm right there. He's still making ticks, and he's going up to advanced fusion. 3 advanced fusions for the top side here. Bottom side, no advanced fusions. I believe that damage by the bombs really just the bombers really, like, slowed them down and forced them to defend here. And now the top side is an advantage, despite that early game shenanigans with the commanders. Ooh, EMP going down. He's not doing anything with it though. Feels bad, man. That is a lot of ticks. Oh my god, he's just still massing there. And he's building more. Oh, he ran out of economy. He's focusing on his fusion here. Or bank, I mean, not economy. Mixing up my words all the time. Oh, Fiends do really well against ticks here and those ticks are just running away. They're looking for an opening, I believe. He's looking for an opening. There might be one right here. Some dog battles here. Ticks coming in. I think he sees that opening here and he's going in. The units here weren't showing, and so that looks like a hole to the ticks. Oh no, they're bunching up a little bit too much. He changes his mind. He lost a lot of ticks to that though. We got a lot of movement activity going on at the front here. I will say that as things go on, this is looking really bad for the bottom side. There's so many fusions going up here. Power output is at 24 versus 11k. Over time, if the bottom side does not build their fusions immediately, things are going to get really bad really fast. Only a couple fusions going up, but like these guys are going to start spamming advanced fusions fairly soon. Yeah, that is going to be really bad for the bottom team. Very, very unfortunate. The economy players are behind here. They could, there is a little bit of a time window before these back players actually get units out. They could push with all these units they have right now. It will be quite a battle. They will need to get a lot of damage in if they want to survive this incoming tsunami of economy. Red is going Thor, so he says. Oh, still quiet. Not good for the bottom team. The top team is ahead, way ahead. Oh my god, 2 advanced fusions right here. I didn't even scout these with my spectator screen. That is just so much money for the bottom team or top team. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna see much of a even endgame. It's gonna be a stomp at this range, I feel like. Reclaim fusion. I mean, once you got your Aphus out, it's not too bad. I mean, if he wants his Thor out as fast as possible, it is a little bad. I think reclaiming the fusion, the advanced fusion, or the regular fusion, if you wanted another advanced fusion, is okay. If you're really like strapped for cash and you really need it, I think he just wants to get this Thor out as fast as possible. I don't think that'll be enough to pay for it though. That's 9,000, and this is only 4,000. And he's got about half of the factory left, and so he will have to pay 9,000 on his own. Yeah, I don't know. More EMP is going down, but if you're not going to go in, that's just a waste of spy bots. Okay, he's going in. So many Fiends, it's kind of hard to tell who will win this battle here. Oh my god, I can't even tell who's who. Okay. The top side lost that battle there. Okay. 3,000 to the bottom team for that. Ooh, sniper push coming in from the left side. Now, snipers are kind of bad in these tight corridors here. They don't have enough line of sight, and it's hard if you don't have units to tank for you. Oh yeah, a couple of those snipers already went down. I think 3 or 4. The welders were caught out of position, and the snipers took a lot of damage there. Oh, only 2 snipers left. That is not good. Now Sheldon and Pawn push here. I think the bottom side is about to die. Like, I don't see enough units to deal with this. The EMP is really not enough. Only 1 pop-up here, 2 pop-ups, but they go down so quickly with all these Sheldons. Oh no, not good for the bottom side. Really not good. Oh my god, the economy is just so high for the top side. This battle is not going great for bottom. Oh my god, we got multiple fronts opening up here. The action's heating up. These Sheldons are also heating up. Taking a lot of heat. A lot of fiends on them. Oh no, that's a lot of the Sheldons getting destroyed. That is really bad for the top, actually. Dang, these battles are going so back and forth, it's hard to tell who's actually going to win this now. 15, 20k on this field. Oh my god, 25k. Oh my god. Over here we got 9,000, and it's a bunch of cars coming out. Yeah, I remember. Oh no, they actually have anti-air. I forget about that. Not good for the bottom team. Taking a lot of damage at this point now. Fiend's desperately trying to stop these guys. The eco player, oh, not the eco player, frontliner, but he's ecoed like mad, and now he's got a whole lot of stuff coming out. That's where it's coming from. Unfortunately for the top side, these Fiends look like they're doing quite well, and this Sumo is doing really well against it. Oh, Commander also deguns. And that is actually a decent amount of mass reclaim for the bottom team here. Should be decent. Yeah, quite decent over here. Despite the econ lead, if you attack and you fail, you give a lot of mass donations that actually make the game a lot more even than the screen would suggest here. So these attacks are kind of failing, and so it's actually going to be a lot more even, considering that the bottom team will get more of this reclaim. A lot more even. But yeah, like, it was looking really bad. I was expecting these attacks to do a lot more damage, destroy a couple bases, but most of these bases are like intact here. It's mainly just units and defenses that were destroyed, and that gives a lot of reclaim. You can see that the top side is already, their unit reserves are sort of low here. Both teams are low on unit reserves, but just the reclaim on the bottom side is just going to be a lot more favorable to them. Yeah, there's so much reclaim on this side. Still an even game, all things considered. If these ticks don't get damaged, I mean, they might. Fiends are already on top of them, though, so... And shurikens are in the area. Oh, a bit of lag here. I think all the players will be experiencing that. Oh no, look at that. He's like... Oh no. Yeah, that was a lot of lag. And the players are deciding to pause for a little bit. I don't know who's the lagger. Could be no one, could just be the world itself. Yeah, still an even game, all things considered. This Thor is very dangerous, but there is some units to deal with it. The snipers do quite well against the Thor. Snipers do pretty well against T3. The bigger the unit, the better they do usually. Similar to Starlights. Dang, that is a funny firing thing. I wonder if the top side has vision of all the fusions. I think they do. Yeah, that is a decent number of fusions they can see. Oh, we see a... Okay, it's not air. Those are only the regular fusions, so they don't see the advanced ones, which are the more important ones to get. What do the bottom team see? I don't think they see all that much. Yeah. Yeah, it feels bad, man. They don't see anything. Definitely on the back foot, but if they can get this reclaim, it'll be much more even. And Flash loves getting his reclaim. I don't see a T1 bot factory, so bottom team really needs to get their reclaim bots out. That's what's going to help them stay in this game despite the income deficit. We also see a bunch of bombers here, queued up by Teal. There's a decent amount of anti-air here, so it might be a difficult snipe here. You would have to get the one like closest to him, because these bird shots, these flak, are fairly decently positioned. Oh, that was a commander explosion. Not good. Looks like this team, the bottom team, had resurrected a commander at some point. Flash is the last commander right here, and he's on the front line. These Marauders have view of him. The Thor has view of him. Oh no, not good. He needs to degun and get out of there. Thor sees it, and he's running. He's running. Oh no, this last commander is everything to the bottom team. Oh no, he's in danger, dude. It's the last commander. Last commander. Yeah, that commander needs to get out of there. That is really bad for the bottom team if they lose that. Instant lose. That is the last commander. Flash, I think, has realized that, and now he's trying to get out of there. Okay, it looks like he will get out safely. He needs to keep sending it backwards, not sending it into the midline here. That did scare off the Thor, but the Thor is going to get repaired from 20% to 80%, so he's getting a pretty much 80% of a Thor for free again. Very crazy. Dang, that is a lot of reclaim that is going to be on the bottom side. Oh, bombers are moving. I think they're just using it for defense here. That's an alright choice considering how close this is. Oh, bombers are going down to the anti-air of the units. That is not fun to deal with. Manticore is taking out so many of the bombers. Even though I hate Manticores, I think they're really trashy and bad. Oh my god, there's just too much anti-air. These bombers are not getting anything done. If they had stayed, they would have defended a little longer and helped this team win this fight, perhaps, and secure the 18k. Oh my god, all the spectators are looking at that commander because that is the last one. Very, very unfortunate for the bottom team. They really needed to hold back up here so that they can get all that reclaim. And I believe they're resigning now. Things are looking fairly hopeless for them. They are, oh my god, doubled on the eco on the top side, so they are very behind and they are taking damage. Their bases are going down, and that is the resignation. Everything explodes, my frame rate drops. Thanks for watching this high-level 8v8. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.